What's up everyone? My name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm sharing a not so berry challenge house. I think that pretty much everyone is familiar with the not so berry challenge. I feel like it's one of the most popular, most played challenges in the Sims community. And it's been around for a very long time, although I have never played it before, and I did just start playing it over on Twitch. It is something that I will only be playing on Twitch, so shameless little plug, but if you're interested in watching me play the Not So Berry Challenge, then you can head on over to my Twitch. I also do upload all my VODs to my second YouTube channel, which is More Simmary, and that one is linked in the description box down below. So if you want to watch the VODs of the Not So Berry Challenge, then you can do that there as well, of course. But with all of that out of the way, I am building my very first Not So Berry Challenge house ever. And so let me just explain to you real quick if you're not familiar with the Not So Berry Challenge. Basically, it is a gameplay legacy challenge where I think it has 10 generations total. So you're basically trying to play through 10 generations. And each generation is based on a specific color. So what that means is the house that you build for this sim, like this generation's heir, is going to be based on that color. The sim itself can be based on that color, like outfit-wise, or maybe you can even give them colored hair. You can go as crazy with it as you want. So basically it is based on different colors, and the first generation is based on the color mint. So everything is going to be based on that color basically. So this house is going to end up being mint. I did combine it with some more colors. I used like a lot of orange combined with this house, and I think that that was a really good decision because it looks so good together. I know that you can go as strict with these rules as you want to. Basically, a lot of people take the rules very seriously and they're like, you can literally only use things that are mint. I like to, you know, just mix and match a little bit, but definitely base everything on the color mint. So this house, as you can probably tell at this point, is going to be very minty. And I really like how it came out. I did, as I said, combine it with a lot of orange and also orangey wood tones. And I think that it looks really good together. I also used white details, and we're building it here in the world of Oasis Springs. So for the Not So Berry Challenge, the sim, the heir you're playing with, also has all mint, or I guess green traits and things. So the sim for the first generation has the traits, oh my goodness, jealous, vegetarian, and materialistic. And they have to be in the science career, which is an active career that comes with a Get to Work expansion pack. And it's actually something I've never played before. And since the science lab in Get to Work is also like located in a deserty area, I think it's supposed to reflect Oasis Springs. I thought it would make sense to build the house in Oasis Springs as well. So that's what I decided to do. And also because I felt like mint would go really well with orange, and the Oasis Springs world is very orangey, sandy. I just thought it would look good, and I thought it would make sense here for the science career. So that's what I'm doing here. And I actually turned this house into a double unit, like a 2-unit building. For one, because I do have the apartment fever with For Rent coming out really soon. I cannot stop building multi-unit lots. I am so addicted. I can't stop. It's a little bit problematic, I know, but at this point I'm just embracing it. So I started working on this 2-unit building because we have the heir. Her name is Minty. And she has a brother, a twin brother, and he also lives here. So what I decided to do was I gave Minty the ground floor unit, and then her brother, her twin brother, is moving in upstairs on the second floor in the other unit. Obviously, it's not functional that way as of right now. I have them both in the same household, and they're basically just living on one lot. But as soon as the new pack comes out, I do actually want to go through and update this house and turn it into 2 units so that I can have the brother live in a separate household basically, but he is still there and around all the time because they're very close. And I just thought that that was a really cute idea to have the twin brother around because they have such a close relationship. So that's kind of what I decided to do for this one, and I feel like it turned out really fun. So this house is very much mid-century, or as my chat like to call it mint century modern. I thought that was an excellent joke, by the way. So this is a mid-century modern house, and I did work off of a reference photo that I found. However, my own inspiration or creativity, I guess, just kind of took over at some point. I just needed something to get me started on the roof line and the curb appeal situation of it all. So that's kind of what got me started on this. And then I just kind of went crazy with it from there. But I was feeling incredibly inspired for this house. I had so much fun with it because it was a very different way of building for me. Because I never build based on a certain color. I've never built anything for the Not So Berry challenge before. So it was something new for me, and it really just sparked inspiration. I had a lot of fun with it, especially because I decided that I was allowed to combine the color mint with different colors, as long as the color mint was obviously going to be the most important, like the base color. One thing I also did is I placed this debug dinosaur in the front yard because, well, the color is perfect. It's literally perfect. And I came across it in the debug catalog when I was doing landscaping. And then I decided, you know what? We're gonna have this little dinosaur in the front yard because he's mint. So we have to use him. We're in Oasis Springs. We have a mint colored dinosaur. It's perfect. I think you can also see the big version in the world in the background of this house. So there's a lot of mint colored dinosaurs around. But I think it adds to the charm of the house. I don't know, I really enjoy it. So yes, these people, they have a nice backyard with a swimming pool. So the official rules of this challenge do not really state anything about cheating. It says that you can play whatever, like however you want. If you want to cheat for money, you can. However, if you want to really embrace the challenge aspect of the gameplay challenge, the rules do state that it's best not to cheat for money, but maybe you want to move into a cute house. So the official rules, I guess, suggest that you can use the free real estate mod for your first household to move into a house, and then no more money cheats from there on out. So I decided to do that. I decided to just cheat for money and build this house the way I wanted to build it. And then from there on out, we're not going to do any more money cheats. And this house is actually not super, like, it is completely decorated, fully decorated and cluttered, but it's not overly cluttered. I really tried to keep an eye on the budget. However, I did give them like an outdoor bar and a pool and stuff. So they definitely have some stuff, but I didn't go overboard with like expensive items. So I feel like I did pretty well in that regard. And also we have 2 Sims in the household. So I feel like bills for the most part will be fine. That being said though, when I'm going to turn this into a residential rental when the new pack comes out, I wonder how that's going to work, because I do think I want to have both Sims rent the place as opposed to Minty, our heir, being the landlord. But we could also do that and have that be an extra gameplay aspect to it all. Like, I could do that too. Maybe that's kind of fun, but maybe I want to have them both rented. I'm not sure. Obviously, I have no clue how this pack is going to work, so we'll have to figure that out once the pack comes out, which is not for a little while. But still, I like to think ahead, you know? So maybe it actually would be fun to have the heir be the landlord for this thing. I think that kind of would be a fun gameplay aspect or challenge. So we'll see how that's going to work, but you can see that we have moved on to the interior of the house, and I'm so happy with how this one came together. The kitchen was a little bit of a struggle for me. I did cut out a little bit of footage there because I went through different counters, different colors. It was a whole thing. At first, I have the orange swatch of the countertops, but then someone in my chat, one of my friends, actually was like, you know what? No, you can't do that. You have to make it mint or green or whatever. So I decided, you know what? You're right. I was steering away from the base color just a little bit too much initially. So I went back to mint or mint inspired, I guess, for the kitchen. And then we just have an orange tiled or brown tiled backsplash, which really helps. And then I really love the living room. So this is Minty's apartment, and it's so 1 bedroom. It does have a 2nd bedroom, but I turned it into an office space for now. because we could really use that. And at this point, obviously, we don't have any children yet. We will at some point for the next generation, of course. That is the whole point of the legacy challenge, or a legacy challenge. So we're gonna have kids at some point. Maybe I want her to have a science baby. I think that would make sense because she is in the scientist career. So a science baby would be kind of fun. Also, right off the bat, I played one episode of this already on over on Twitch. Right off the bat, Minty kind of developed a mean streak. The game gave her the mean trait, and she's not really getting along with a lot of people. She really definitely has a bit of a difficult time making friends, her being materialistic and mean. It's just not really working out for her at this point, though she does have a very wholesome relationship with her brother. She loves him very much. They also have their difficulties. They had to set some boundaries because, of course, even though the brother has his own unit upstairs, he comes over to our place all the time and just like has breakfast and watches TV whenever he pleases. He just opens up the fridge and eats all of our food, even though he has his own kitchen and his own TV upstairs. He just barges in unannounced all the time. So they definitely had to set some boundaries there, aka I locked the doors through gameplay. And now their relationship is a lot better. So it's actually going to be very interesting to see how that is going to change once he's no longer in our active household. I also gave the brother a career, even though he's definitely not the sim we're focusing on at all. He's just kind of in the household, but I never actively play as him, really. I just have him hang out, and it's kind of fun to play that way, honestly. I have autonomy on, of course, so he can take care of himself. Oop. That is my cat's food dispenser. So he can obviously go out and take care of himself. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how that is going to change when we have the For Rent expansion pack. But this is all not happening and not relevant yet. I just set the house up for the expansion pack. So this house does have a little office area, which I can easily turn into a nursery once we do have a kid at some point. And for this generation, the first generation, you're also, you have to complete the elements collection. So I put in a little board for the elements collection in there as well. I've never actually actively tried to collect or finish any collections through gameplay. So it's actually a lot of fun for me to explore all these new sides of the game, basically, with the collections. And also, I've literally never played the scientist's career before. So that is a first for me, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun. I do want to say that now that I've played the scientist career a couple times, I really want to update the science lab that comes with the pack. It's functional, of course, but I feel like it could be so much better. So I kind of want to go through and update the science lab. I think that would be a lot of fun. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that as well. I think I could make a video on that. So yeah, the bathroom is also very much mint inspired. I did go for this green toilet at first, but I swapped it out for a white one because it was just not the same color as any of the other mint tones that I was using in here. So I swapped it out for just a regular white toilet. And I think that that all works out perfectly. And then the second unit, which is the twin brothers unit, he is not the heir of the Not So Berry challenge, so I decided that I could steer away from the mint colors for his apartment a little bit more. I still wanted it to be funky and colorful and have green and orange tones, but not as much the minty tones that I was using downstairs. So this apartment has a lot more like rich, like darker greens to it and more brighter oranges. We have the orange kitchen in here and an orange couch. And then as you can see, the green, I really like this color green combined with this orangey wood floor. I think it looks really good. So we have that green wallpaper, and then the entertainment unit, the little side table where I put the TV, that is the exact same color as the wall. It matches perfectly and it's so fun. It looks so intentional, and that's exactly what I wanted, and it was just so perfect. So I had a lot of fun with that one. So this apartment is, it's kind of similar to the color scheme, or not necessarily the color scheme, but to the theme downstairs. It's also funky and extremely colorful, so that's what I try to represent here, but just steer away from the mints a little bit more in this one. But I really like how this one came out as well. This is a 1-bedroom unit because the second floor unit is a bit smaller than the downstairs unit. So this one only has 1 bedroom, and it does have a little bit more space for a dining table though, this one. So we do have a full-size dining table in here and a bit more of an entryway space. And then the bathrooms are completely identical. I actually literally copied over the bathroom from downstairs and put it upstairs. That is such a cool feature in The Sims 4 that I always forget exists, but you can literally copy paste rooms in this game. It is so useful, especially for bathrooms. It was gonna have the exact same layout, so I just copied it over and it saved me a lot of time. But yeah, for this one, I also used some clutter. I love this rug because I was filtering, looking through the catalog filtered by color. I came across a lot of items or like a lot of swatches from items that I've never seen before. This rug that I'm using in the living room is from the bowling night stuff pack or the bowling stuff pack. I've never seen that swatch before, but it looks so good and it was so perfect for this unit. I actually used that same rug in a slightly different swatch, but the same colors in the living room or in the bedroom. Because the colors were just perfect and I thought it was so such a cool find. So that is something I really want to try to keep in mind, that rug exists, because it's right up my alley for my more funky, colorful mid-century builds. But yeah, here in the bedroom, you can see that we have a little door leading to a staircase that then leads right into the backyard. So the backyard is obviously a shared area for both of the units. We have a little swimming pool and stuff in there as well, though for some reason the swimming pool is glitched. So if you download this build off the gallery, it might be glitched for you as well. Maybe if you just try to place the swimming pool again, maybe that'll work. I have to fiddle with that a little bit. But that's it for the speed build. So let's jump into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. Right off the bat, we have this little dinosaur. And then over here, we just have a little area with a bench, and I parked some bikes back here. We have the mailbox, and then the second unit has its own little mailbox up here. I thought that was really cute. So when we follow this pathway, we enter into the backyard. We have a dumpster because that was just the perfect spot for it. Also, our brother is a slob, so he really enjoys to just like do some dumpster diving in here. I thought that was really fun. And then out here, we just have a little grass area, some loungers, a yoga mat, a nice outdoor bar situation, and also a dining table. I didn't put a grill on purpose because I was going to use this house for gameplay, and grills are so annoying in the sense that all your Sims ever want to do is grill. So I decided, you know what? If you want to use a grill, you can obviously very easily add it yourself. I decided to just not do it. And then over here we have the pool as well. And the pool is actually functional here. So it might just be glitched in the save file that I'm using for gameplay, but that is good to know. That is really, really good to know. So when you download it off the gallery, the pool should be perfectly fine. Then when we go back to the front, downstairs, we have the first and the biggest unit. So we walk into the house and then there is a little entryway space here with a bookcase. I use a lot of pastel pop in this house because it just really worked well for the color and the style. It was absolutely perfect. So over here by the window, we have a little dining setup, and over here is the living room space. This couch is just so perfect, and then combined with the little splashes of orange, it just makes me so happy. And then through here is the kitchen. So everything in this kitchen is also like either teal or just like mint inspired, and we have a little bit of clutter, not too much because I did want to make this space functional, of course. And then over here is the fridge, the coffee maker, which perfect colors, by the way. And I also put in a dishwasher. And then over here is the funky office space. So we have a computer and some science related posters in here. Also the Elements collection board, which is base game. I've never used this item before, but it's a lot of fun. And another little bookcase. And then over on this side is the bedroom. So more pastel pop furniture. I love this bed in here. It's absolutely perfect. And then we have a dresser and just a nice chair in the corner as well. And then over here is the bathroom, which is nothing special, but it does fit the theme quite nicely, if you ask me. Then upstairs is the second unit. So there is a nice entryway space here as well, and a dining area. So the colors in here are a bit different, but still along the same lines, I want to say. There is a dining table here and then the living room area over here. I love the swatches here too. I feel like this is so fun. And then there's a bookcase in the corner and a small kitchen. This kitchen is smaller and I decided to not give this person a oven. I thought just a stove would be fun. Maybe that's kind of realistic for a smaller kitchen and a smaller unit. I don't know. I thought it was a fun little idea. And I just liked how the kitchen looked a little bit better this way. And then over here is their bedroom. Again, loving the colors. I can totally understand if people maybe dislike this wallpaper, but I weirdly really enjoy it. I think it's a really pretty color, especially combined with orange and brown. And then off of the bedroom here is a small balcony with a chess table. And then there is this bathroom, again, the exact same one that I put downstairs. But that is basically it for this house. So this Not So Berry Mint house is up on the gallery. It's a little bit expensive. It comes in at just under 85,000 simoleons, but it's not the worst. I feel like I did an all right job for it being 2 units and all. I feel like it's kind of nice. I built it on a 30 by 20 in the world of Oasis Springs. So if you want to place it in your game, then that is where it goes. But that is going to do it for today's video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery, just like I showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/Simmary Sims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!